Okay, everybody, we're going to do a little bit more practice with adding and subtracting fractions. This time we're going to throw in some mixed numbers. As always, if I do something you don't understand and you can't pick it up from the other videos, just reach out. I will be happy to go over as many problems as we need to make sure you understand how to do this. Okay, this first one is very simple, especially if I put my pencil on correctly. We just have 5/9 plus 2/9. So that's nothing. The 9 is the same. The denominator does not change. 5 and 2 is 7. We talked about last time 7 is a prime number, so you know this is your answer. It's already in lowest common, it's already in its lowest form, excuse me, so you're good there. Now this one is a little bit more complicated because we have 3 over 4 and 5 over 6, and so we know we can't add them because the denominator is not the same. But if you'll remember, these both have something they can be multiplied by to give you 12. And so we just have to make sure that we do the same thing to the denominator that we did to the numerator as we did to the denominator. So here we multiplied 4 by 3. So we've got to do the same to our numerator. So we have 9 over 12 plus, and here we multiplied that by 2 to get 12. So we do that here, and we have 10. So then we have 19 over 12, but that is an improper fraction. So we just have to turn it into a mixed number. And we know that if we set it up like this, then 12 is going to go into 19 one time. So that's going to give us 1. And it's going to give us a remainder of 7. So 7 becomes the numerator of our mixed number, and 12 stays the denominator. And so that is how we come to that answer, and that is the answer to 3/4 plus 5/6 is 1 and 7/12. Now, I want you to pay close attention here on number 3, because this one is a little bit more tricky, because if you set it up as a subtraction problem, we learned in our module that adding and subtracting mixed numbers is as simple as adding and subtracting the fractions and then doing the same to the whole number, as long as you have a common denominator, which you do here, but you see immediately you cannot subtract 2 from 1. You're going to have to borrow, just like you would in normal subtraction. Now, let me set this up in a way that you can see the steps go through. What we're going to do is borrow 1 from the 4, which is going to give us 3 and 1 1/5. Because see, you still have your 4 here and you still have your 5th here. And then this is going to stay the same because you're fine right there. Now, how do we make a mixed number an improper fraction? We multiply the whole number by the denominator, which is 1 times 5 is 5, and add it to the numerator. So now you have 3 and 6/5, because this never changes, minus 2 and 2/5. And so then you're going to have 6 minus 2 is 4. Your denominator stays the same. 3 minus 2 is 1. And so 1 and 4/5 is going to be your answer. Okay, now we have 6 and 3/8 plus 1 and 5/6. Okay, we see we do not have a common denominator for these fractions. Okay, so we've got to come up with something. And we have to think of what would be the lowest. Both of these numbers can be multiplied by something, and that will give you 24. So 24 is going to be your denominator. Move over your whole numbers. Don't forget to adjust your numerator. How did you get to 24 from 8? You multiplied it by 3. So you do the same thing here, 9/24. How did you get from 6 to 24? You multiplied it by 4. So you do the same thing to your numerator. So you have 1 and 20/24. So what this is going to give you is 7 and 29 over 24. Okay, well, that can't work because this is an improper fraction. So you're going to set it up just like you would. 29, 24 will go in one time with a remainder of 5. So what do you do with this 1? you just add it to your whole number. So now you have 8 and 5/24 is the answer. Okay, guys, I know some of those get a little bit more complicated when you add the mixed numbers and when you end up with remainders and need to add the whole number or you need to borrow. So if you need any further help with that, please reach out to me. You should be able to find some more information on them on some of the YouTube videos that I linked to your module, but I'd be more than happy to help you.